Hello folks, and welcome to a brand spanking new Let's Play. This is Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance for the Gameboy Advance. Oh yes, I'm going there again. Unlike Eye of the Beholder, this is not as bad. It is definitely nowhere near as good as the actual Dark Alliance game for, the consoles as opposed to the handheld, but I digress. Let us start a new game. Yeah, I was just making sure before that. Sorry. So clearly you can tell that character customization lies within the class of fighter, wizard, or archer. And the biggest difference is the color of their tunic. And I'm not playing a wizard, as much as I know that people probably want me to go around wearing hot pink everywhere. I'm going to go as my staple of fighter. Now, this one you have the, strength, dex, int, whiz, con, charisma, all that fun stuff. But this time around, you get some skill points to allocate however you please. So I'm going to obviously put it in strength. Yeah, that's good. And then up to 16 in dexterity, because a high dexterity means getting hit less, I'd presume. Oh yeah, I'm playing this without a manual. So you knew that I'm probably going to get lost quite a bit. Act 1, Baldur's Gate. I wonder where we are. You are weary from your travels, but you are mesmerized at the sight of Baldur's Gate. Not only a city of myth and legend, but also a place where anyone can achieve fame and fortune. It's already dark when you arrive, and the city seems strangely deserted. You decide to find a place to sleep. You are unaware that danger lurks everywhere, and suddenly... Easy pickings, eh, Card? Indeed. Let's see what our little ambush has won us. Halt! Who goes there? It's the Watch. Let's get out of here. Yes, but take the gold. Leave the rest for the Watch. Damnable thieves. They grow bolder with every passing day. Still some life in this one. Looks like all they did was make off with some possessions. Easy there. It's quite a blow you took. Those thieves that attacked made off with your possessions, but at least you're alive. Few of those who have crossed their path survive. You'd best stay off the streets and after the sun sets. It's not safe out here. You could seek shelter in the Elfsong Tavern. It's close enough. Aye, more than enough cutthroats there. Could be one of them would even know how to find those who attacked you. I read that last one. Weird. So as you can tell, this game also has very little in the way of sound. Now let's see. I'm using an emulator, so naturally, gasp emulator. No, so I'm using a PS3 controller, but the controls are generally the same. A is attack, B would be to do other stuff. You need to hold down the left button, the left shoulder button, and press A in order to use a potion. Press B to use a mana potion. If you just hold down R, or L, sorry, it blocks. And as you can tell, the R button swaps through those inventory things down there that we don't yet have. And yeah, this is going to be a very basic hack and slash, I will not lie. Still, it's a pretty good one. Pretty accurate for a handheld device. You can save anywhere, and I will be saving anywhere and everywhere. I hope this looks alright to people. Because this is janky, ain't it? Oh yeah, talk. Welcome to the Elfsong Tavern. It's called so because sometimes the song of an elven woman's spirit can be heard. I am Aelith, the bartender. I heard from the guards that you were knocked out by thieves. I can see that they robbed you. Sounds like members of that new thieves guild which is hanging around a lot lately. A lot of people have disappeared since their arrival. The majority of them were members of the old guild. They were known to strike silently and suddenly using the underground passages of the city. If you want to get your items back, you should take a look in the sewers. You can access the sewers through the tavern's cellar, but there are a lot of huge rats down there. They must have been driven out by the movements of thieves and other sewer creatures. I therefore locked the cellar door, and I don't even dare go down there. I'll make you a deal. If you wipe out those rats, I'll give you the keys to the sewers. If you want to get to the cellar, you'll need to get the key from Ethon, the keeper of the tavern's keys. He is near the fireplace. Oh yeah, and every time you click out of the inventory or click out of a conversation because you're pressing A to do so, you always do that little yeah, wah. Sorry. Talk. Yes, I'm Ethon. Aelith told you to go down to the sewers. Here, take this. Take this key. Be extra careful. The rats down there are huge. But I found all kinds of things in the cellar. Once I even killed a beholder, which is now stuffed above the fireplace. It's a pretty nasty beast. Believe me, if you meet one, run. It knows magic as well. But in this cellar, you'll only find rats, I think. Take this dagger. It's a little old, but you never know. With those freakish rodents, you might need it. The tiniest is the size of a dog, and they won't hesitate to attack. The entrance to the cellar is over there, at the other side of the room. Good luck. Receive the cellar key and the rusty dagger. Now, you can't actually hurt the NPCs in this. Trust me, I tried. And it's kind of pointless to talk to everyone else. They're just all like, "You what now, mate?" and all that fun stuff. Open. Book of Controls. Welcome, traveler. If you want to take a long journey into the Forgotten Realms, you have to learn how to use the powers inside you. Read this advice carefully. Move, attack, perform action. Depending on the case, the action can be speak, take, open, etc. Protect. Protection will only be effective when a shield is equipped, except with some very special spells. L and A, use the healing potion. L and B, use rejuvenation potions. Right button switches weapon types at any time. There are 3 weapon types, which are displayed to the 3 icons at the bottom of the screen. Melee, ranged, magical. Weapons are those which have been selected in the inventory. If you haven't equipped a weapon in your inventory, the corresponding icon shows with a red cross, and the weapon type is not usable. However, it is still selectable, which is stupid. Start shows the inventory, which I have shown you guys very briefly. Now, what's this one read? Book of Equipments. Welcome, traveler. You are now about to learn how to use equipment. Once in the inventory screen, 7 tabs. Yeah. Armor, jewelry, blah, blah, allows you to do stuff. Yeah. I know this stuff, and we will go over this as I encounter it. Can I break this barrel? I can't break that barrel. Oh, well. And now, down into the realm of adventure. And of course, that requires saving, because if you don't, then you're going to have to go through that entire intro bit again. Now, the most tedious part of this game is not so much its combat, it's its collecting of items. Because you'll see the giant rats, and oh no, you'll see the giant rats and you kill them. No more giant. Okay, they're dead. But when you go to take an item, you gotta press B, goes into this, select the stuff that you want to take up, and that's it. Usually it's in a nice little pile. Luckily, you don't have to do that with gold, which is kind of godsend. Also, if you want to cheese anything in this game, all you have to do is lure them forward to a door, and they won't cross the threshold of the door. It's like they're vampires of some sorts. Gotta say, this is actually a pretty decent dagger for, being a rusty dagger. I could use that club, but that club also does the exact same amount of damage as the dagger does, so it's kind of pointless. I've kind of noticed, because I played through roughly, an hour through this just to see what the hell this is all about and whatnot. But I have noticed that I did miss a lot more often with blunt weaponry than I did with the sharp objects. It might just be, random happenstance. It might be a feature of the game. I don't fully know. I don't have the manual to this. Probably should look at the manual to this. Wait. Did I derp in saying that the mace was not better? Or the club is not better? Yeah, they're the same. I don't Also don't know if any much treasure in this particular dungeon is actually randomly generated. I don't know if anything in this game is actually randomly generated. Kind of a mystery. I do know that coming back to these areas, yes, an actual sword, monsters do respawn, which is a little weird. Oh, I guess it's not that weird. It's just a little bit more impressive than I think that the GBA port of Eye of the Beholder was. Now we got armor. I'm not even going to bother with the boots, because they provide 0 armor. Who thought that that was a smart idea? Let's make boots that provide no armor. As far as I know, there's also no multiplayer in this game either. Now I'm going to save before going through this next part. Because ow. Why ow? Kobolds! I think that's supposed to be a kobold. It kind of looks like... I mean, that is like the weirdest looking kobold I've ever seen. A hat worth 0 armor. Really? Oh my, no more kobolds. Again, you'll want to be careful. You can't block without a shield or a special ability if you're using 2-handed weapons. Which I believe the fighter can get. It's just a matter of earning it. Nah. Break the stuff. Vase Breaking Simulator 2005, I think. Oh crap, I missed. Now, one cool thing that I think they did take over from the other port of Baldur's Gate is that enemies can hit other enemies. This is extremely useful, although I don't think... Oh, God, spiders! Oh, geez, that spider's ruining me. There we go. But enemies can hit other enemies, which is helpful. Not necessarily the best tactic to use or to rely on, but if you've got like a huge plethora of enemies that do ranged attacks, they'll accidentally hit one another, which is fantastic. And there's a doorway too. I think this doorway had a particularly nasty group of spiders. Hello? Yep, nasty group of spiders. But you just stand in the doorway. Ha ha! Look at me, the mighty warrior Darius. Again. That kind of hurt. Don't try that in any other tabletop game. In the actual tabletop of Dungeons and Dragons. I assure you, your DM will get mad. Be like, you really think the monster is that stupid that they can't walk through a door? And then you will answer yes, and then the rocks fall, everyone dies. Yeah! Ooh, is this mace good? It's only just as good as my sword. I'll probably try to use 2-handed weaponry in this game, mostly because the game I played before this, Xanadu Next, you can use 2-handed weapons, but there's an ability that allows you to use 2-handed weapons with a shield in one hand. So it kind of removes the entire purpose of 2-handed weapons in that game, almost entirely. I'm only backtracking because I know I have to talk to Aelith now in order to fulfill the quest. She'll be all like, well done, you've killed all the rats. But Ethan is kind of a doofus and decided to get the key and probably got himself mugged. Don't let me do that voice again. There was a time that I used to be, I know I probably told this story before, but there was a time I used to be able to do this really annoying high-pitched screech that I would do out the window of the car. I stopped being able to do that. Don't know why. Alright. So let's talk to little Miss Waif here. You made it? Oh, you were a great help to me. Here, take these gold coins as a reward. I'm worried about Ethan. He went to his home to seek the sewers key for you, and he didn't come back. With all those thieves down there, I hope he's alright. Could you go and find him? His house is in the neighborhood, in the back of the alley, east from here. You should go into town and use the gold you now have to buy yourself weapons and equipment. Bartley, the weapon and armors dealer, owns the shop on the other side of the Innocence Fountain. You receive 50 gold coins and 200 XP. Now I leveled, which means I gained one singular skill point. Now, if I was going to go the archery route, I would probably want these 3. Use point now. Every normal arrow fired becomes enchanted. That would be useful if I were to be an archer. No, I want some good old, like, toughness, probably death blow, improved critical. Improved block is the 2-weapon fighting skill that allows you to block with 2-weapon fighting weapons. That's sounded dumb, Dar. Shut up. So, we got toughness increases your hit points. Wisdom, willpower gives you energy points. Meditation, arcane energy increasement. Health regeneration increasement. Word star. Increases the critical damage hits. Increases the chance of scoring critical hit. Which is honestly what I kind of want to go for. But for now, I'm going to become a bit of a tank. Yeah. Later on, I'll probably also take endurance because shit will get heavy in order to even use it. 2 pairs of boots that provide no armor. What the hell, game? I'm going to equip the axe, though, because it does the same damage as the sword, but I can sell the sword for more. Alright. Hey, Dar, you don't need to use the joystick for this. Oh, wait. I think there are some side quests that one can do in this game as well. What do you want? Nope, not from him. Can you hear that? Beautiful song, isn't it? I've heard her sing 100 times, and each time it still moves me. It's the spirit of an elven woman. She haunts this tavern, singing once every couple of nights. Some say she sings for a lost love, a soldier who died defending Baldur's Gate. They say she sings in the hope he will hear her voice and return home. Still, that's nothing but heresy and tales. God, I really need to learn how to read. Alright, and there's that ball holder. So, we now get, unlike everything in Baldur's Gate for the Gamecube that I played with Link here, in this one you actually have to go out and about in the town in order to get to Bartley's shop. Welcome, friend. I'm Bartley, the best shopkeeper of Baldur's Gate, with the best prices. If you're looking for a good blade or a sturdy shirt of chainmail, you've come to the right place. Our stock may be a bit low at the moment with the recent demand for weapons and armor, but a new shipment should be coming soon. I don't know the cause, friend, but the word is there's been trouble between the thieves guilds of late. No matter to me if the two groups kill each other. Never had much use for thieves myself. Now what can I do for you? Very little, Bartley. Very little. I mean that very little is that, I don't have much I can sell to you at the moment. But now I have 500 gold. You don't have any two-handed weapons, do you? Let me rephrase that. Any two-handed weapons I can afford. And again, most of the enchantments in this are very rudimentary, very much like the, D&D classic game. I'm going to hold off on the padded stuff. Might go with the leather stuff. Or I might just skip that and go straight to the studded. Ooh, scale. And I can't afford anything of goodness. So I'm just going to buy 3 potions and be on my way. Now, she said that Ethon's house is this way. Oh, hello. Don't come any closer. Who are you? You don't look like a thief. I just got robbed. These thugs took everything I had. I'm lucky to be alive. If you find my bundle somewhere, bring it back to me. All my stuff is in it. And then I kill them. So I got myself an axe, a shirt of armor, and pretty sure, sinister music time. That means you gotta save. Don't gotta save, but it's suggested to save. What's this? Oh, a new rusty sword. A thief! Oh, jeez, he does a lot of damage. Come on, I'll take you. Bring it on. Oh. Received tourist's bundle. Cool. That's a sewer. Now, I honestly ran around for a little bit like a chicken with my head cut off after this bit. Because I was like, oh, where's Ethan's house and whatnot? Or what you're supposed to do after going to this guy. But it's my bundle. Thanks a lot. This thief only got what he deserved. Here, to reward you. By the way, I'm surely not the only victim. I saw two shadows carry a knocked-down man at the end of this alley. I think they took him into the sewers. I was so afraid I didn't move, but after they left, I found this key they left behind. Maybe you know what it is? Be careful if you follow these thieves. They seem numerous and powerful. Received Ethan sewer key and 100 XP. I'm more pumped about the 100 XP than I am the sewer key, but hey. So, we'll go back into L-Song. What I had done was I tried to scrounge around, you know, trying all the doors and trying that sewer grate that I passed over. But no, what you gotta do is go back, y'all. This is the key which Ethan was supposed to bring me back. I knew it. He was kidnapped and taken to the sewers. This is likely the thieves from the new thieves doing. I beg you, find him and save him. Maybe it's not too late. Take the door at the end of the cellar. It will lead you to the sewers. So now we go back into the cellar, where supposedly monsters had all responded. Saving, because I don't want to die. I think the monsters were supposed to respawn. They had respawned. Oh, there you are. There you are, you little toothy bastard. Come on. Which I don't mind, honestly, that monsters respawn. It keeps the game from getting completely and totally stale with all these empty hallways that you have to run and backtrack through. It's something I enjoy, even if it's like only a monster here or there that respawns. It also puts a little bit more suspense into the game, in that, oh man, the monsters respawn. Now I have to go all the way back through here and, oh, what did I get? Gloves! Actual gloves of armor. I better put them on before I get hurt. Oh, jeez, 12 damage. I should honestly take the improved critical feat because criticalling is really nice in this. It's essentially double damage. Even if the damage in this game is, you know, off from what it is in the base game, as it usually is when it comes to video game-based D&D games. Yellow. Or games based around D&D is the word I was really looking for. Regardless. Alright, so this is where I had previously decided to just call it quits and head back to where I came from. That's because giant spiders! Oh, they can still hit me from there? Last time they weren't able to move that far underneath this thing. That is weird. Break. Everything. Oh, is that better than my current armor? I'm not going to be sad if it's better than my current armor. I'm kind of sad that that sword is better than my current axe. By a point. I mean, you know I'm going to sell it because, you know, it's better. Worn. Yeah. What I might end up doing is just taking some of the armor that is just slightly worse. For the sheer purpose of, I like money. And money helps me buy stuff. So, enter here. And we're now in the sewers, the north part. But I'm going to go ahead, call an episode here. When we return, we are going to try to save Ethan. As much as that's probably a not very worthwhile endeavor. I hope you guys enjoy this. I know it's going to be better than Eye of the Beholder for the Game Boy Advance, but I don't know just how much better. I've only played like roughly an hour or so of this before I decided, you know what, yeah, this is possible. This might be fun. And presuming that it follows the original Baldur's Gate for the consoles, then it's not going to be that bad. Hell, I know it's going to be shorter. Not sure how much shorter it's really going to be, but I digress. So thank you all for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next episode. Take care. Cheers.